Domestic violence accounts for 1/3 of all homicides in Wisconsin.
That statistic is getting special attention in October during National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. News 8's Jenna Traum joins us live in her studio with a look at the problem in our area.
Now, the numbers of domestic violence-related homicides actually decreased slightly in the state between 2009 and 2010. But if you ask Devin Prelip, whose mother was a victim, that's just not good enough.
I don't think it's enough until there aren't any, because it's something that is completely preventable and unnecessary.
Devin Phillips knows the toll of domestic violence firsthand. Just 2 years ago, Devin was in the house when her mother, Teresa Williams, was killed by her estranged husband, Brent Wilkinson. Williams was just one of many victims in 2009. The number of domestic violence homicides spiked that year.
In 2009, that was a 10-year high with deaths because of domestic violence. In 2010, the report that just came out, it is lower, but it's still high.
And New Horizons, a shelter for domestic abuse victims, is busier than ever.
I would say probably 2-3 years ago, we could go months where there might be 1 or 2 families in the shelter. But now, like I said, for the last year and a half, the shelter has been full.
It's hard to say whether that's because there have been more cases of domestic violence or just more awareness that victims can reach out for help. Here in La Crosse, domestic violence is an ongoing problem, but law enforcement is seeing it become increasingly brutal.
The numbers have stayed pretty much steady, but what we're finding is that we're coming across a lot more violent domestics. In the past, it's been your basic batteries, disorderly conducts. Now we see a lot more strangulations, false imprisonments, substantial batteries. We've had attempted homicides here, and all the way up to homicide, suicides.
And as Devin can tell you, the wounds from domestic violence might heal over time, but the scars will never fade away completely.
I really don't see it going away. It's just something that you have to learn to live with, and I understand that.
Devin is honoring her mother with Remembering Teresa Week, including self-defense classes tomorrow at Toma High School and a candlelighting ceremony at Gillette Park on Thursday. Saturday is the 3rd annual run and walk in her honor at Winnebago Park.
All right, thank you so much, Jenna. Members of the community will join together tonight at UW La Crosse for a candlelight vigil. The ceremony will honor victims and survivors of domestic violence. It starts at 5:30 at the Clock Tower on campus.